Okay, getting this all set up. Hello, and welcome back to Super Smash Bros. Crusade. In this video, I am into the Fire Emblem characters, I think? Fire Emblem character, I guess. There's only one. Marth. So yeah. Rayman is a pushover. He literally died to his own decision. I only ever get one attack on. But the entire rest of this crusade, I spend struggling against the battles for the most part. The only other one being even partially a pushover is Ganondorf. You'll just have to see. But Falco AI in normal difficulty Crusade is awful. Just awful. It could just be because I personally suck against him, but he's a rather difficult metal enemy. But anyway, on to the actual battle I'm on. I end up getting tossed around a whole lot by these two, and Sukapon dies rather quickly. Already at 52% here. And it doesn't take long for me to lose my first stock to these guys. There I go. Down to 4. Aside from that, it's just a whole bunch of missing attacks, facing the wrong direction because you can't turn around while using the side special. Sukapon dying in the corner. Actually countering the Black Mage. Managing to get back onto stage and hitting both of them with the same final smash, ending the round, with me in the favor. I'm up to 103,700 points. A mere 1/6 of what I normally achieve in normal difficulty, but it is just the first round, so let's move on. This is hit the targets if you missed that. Simply put, there are 3 different stages for targets to spawn in, depending on the character's capabilities. You've got one for any character with a decent projectile, like Samus, Mario, Luigi. You got ones for melee fighters, such as Pichu, Marth here, and I want to say Lucario also have this stage. And then you also have a third one, which is for characters that don't really fit either of the previous two, but can do other special characteristics, like Ouija, Sukapon. Well, I don't know about Sukapon. I actually haven't clicked that one to see the hit the targets. It's also the first time I've played Marth on this game. But anyhow, Little Mac, while easy did eventually start overwhelming me for a little bit, but at first I was handling him pretty well, I'd say. And then I kept swinging in the wrong way. I hit a bomb, so I had to wait for that. Then he started hitting me with the spring. I missed my counter because he didn't immediately go in for another swing, despite having what would normally be a good opportunity to. Grabs me right as I'm swinging. He grabs his shield, which is annoying. I have to break that or wait for it to time out, and I try to break through it. which does not work. It times out before I can break through it, and I take unnecessary damage while trying to counter him so I wouldn't take that damage. I pick up an item accidentally. I toss it, it blows Lil Mac a little ways away. I toss the grounder to the side. Barely managed to avoid dying there. Or getting hit. And yet again, final smash finish. On to the next one. Giant Luigi, huh? This one I don't get the kill on, but I do a little bit. I tried to counter, I don't think I did. Overall, it's a nice simple battle that Luigi stood no chance in. A 3v1 will do that, after all. The good thing about the counter is it actually stalls your mid-air momentum. After that, Luigi fails to make it back to the platform, ending the round. And I actually had all of my partners alive, unlike Sukapan. Now to board the platforms. And the main reason I'm explaining all these now is because I realize I haven't done it in any of the other videos. And in board platforms, there is also 3 different stages depending on character capabilities. The one that's my least favorite is the ones that have lower recovery moves that are meant to hold air rather than gain it. Where you have to jump from one platform under lava in order to hit another platform before you go back onto the main platform and follow those. Or was that a hit the touch? I want to say it was board platforms. There are a few more maps than I think. By the way, the other 2 platform versions is spacing my memory, so I guess I'll mention Ganondorf here. Unfortunately, when it tried to give Ganondorf a star, it gave it to me instead. And when I say unfortunately, I mean unfortunate for Ganondorf. Ganondorf didn't stand a chance. Unfortunately, the red shell does go after me for some reason. But I do not let up and just straight up kill him. Overall, it's a very simple battle that is my favorite. Now this multi-Pichu section doesn't seem to go very well at first. But I'd say I handle it pretty well. I'm pretty sure that says there's only 8 left. I tried to do something cheeky, don't end up doing it. Managed to bounce Pichu off the door without killing it. I tried to get a counter off in order to regain my positioning. A Pichu dies to the Porygon. Dives to my swing, and then I get launched off to the side, which can be very difficult to recover from, especially with my high percentage. Unfortunately, that doesn't quite kill both of them. Now there's only the 2 left. I toss the gun, killing 1. I toss an egg, not quite killing the second one. Grab the Pokeball and finish it off with the Pokeball. Which I think is just right. It's a Pokemon, it fell to the Pokeball. And now on to Race to the Finish, where the goal is to simply traverse the level. The exit is usually all the way to the right, and unfortunately, I do not manage to do this very quickly. It takes me just under or over 30 seconds in order to complete it, I believe. Just under 30 seconds. Either way, that's the event worth the least amount of points, and it's got 2 variants that I'm currently thinking of. The one you're most often with is one with the 3 routes, where I'll usually take the straightest path in the middle during the second section after traversing the bottom, and going up the platforms to use the highest section. But let's talk about this horrible job I did against Falco. I could not, for the life of me, get a hold of its attacks, nor how it dodged. And then when it got a star, I had to wait it out. So I tried to get a neutral special, which Falco just jumps over me and shields, so that doesn't work. And then, because, you know, it's a computer, it can input as quickly as it wants, right after the clash, I immediately get hit by a quicker move than I can actually react and push the button to. And then, of course, not all of Marth's moves give knockback, so it's not like I can very easily stop Falco from attacking because of the metal. After clashing a few times, I kinda get a couple free hits in. Yeah, Falco is the one I lose the most health, or most lives to. I'm very lucky I do not have a continue on this run, or else it would have been a 300,000 point run again. Now, if I didn't have the 5 lives I said at the beginning of this video, I would absolutely not have made it this far without the continues. Partially because having different settings slightly changes RNG. So I would not have gotten the same enemies, meaning I could not confirm nor deny whether or not I would have had as easy of a time. And then, of course, I would have only had 30 lives here, meaning right after I die here in a second after whatever the heck that was, I would have had to restart the battle and lose half my points as well as give up 50,000 at the end of the run. Now, luckily for me, I had 5 lives, but Falco just did not want to die. And unfortunately, he gets a couple more, or he heals 40% of that damage, does the exact same flash into what I think is the down tilt, or whatever it's called. But overall, he continues to give me trouble. And these computers are not anything to be messed with. They know exactly what they're doing. As you just saw, that computer, despite this being normal difficulty, managed to pull off a side B into a recovery move in order to make its way back onto the item, and then continue to kill. That's because, despite it being metal, Falco, I believe, is just enough leniency to get off the side special, which stalls vertical momentum, and then your recovery as Falco slows your dropping momentum before launching you upwards. So, while I can understand why, I'm not very happy about the fact that I was not able to kill him with 2 stocks. Also, I pull off some jank right at the end in order to successfully kill him. And here comes the final boss. Master Hand. Once again. Because it's only like 3 characters, so at most I have a unique boss. And I only know of 1 for certain, so those other 2 could not exist for all I know. I won't tell you who has it and what the boss is, because A, I may have already done it in a previous video, so there's a good chance that if you've been watching multiple of these, that you already know which one I'm talking about. And if you don't, then it means that when I inevitably reach that character, you'll have at least slightly more surprise when it's not Master Hand. Also, I decided to go with neutral special there, despite it being extremely risky. Marth's recovery gives me just enough space to get away with it. Doing something. I decide to hold off on killing Master Hand immediately because I want to kill him with a counter. I don't do it with the hand spin because I didn't have enough time after landing to trigger it. But as you can see, I get him with the counter. Also, whatever input you put in direction-wise is the direction you'll be walking when the screen faces white. I was not actually holding the down key during that. So, during the credits, which are going to be less chaotic, I'll go ahead and show you guys the moveset. You got your up smash, your down smash, your side smashes, and then for specials you got your little burst there, you got your side special, which is a little flurry of attacks, your recovery and your counter, your neutrals, which are side, neutral, or jab, I guess, up, which is overhead slash as usual for a sword wielder, which I have a bit too much fun slashing at the titles with. I do quick down tilts. Yeah, I'm kind of just messing around with them at the minute. But I also show the air attacks. Neutral air, up air, down air, back air, forward air. All the fun stuff. And then, when I get tired of that, I grab and let the shield break to show the shield break animation, because every character in this game has a unique animation for when they shield break. And I'll show a couple more emotes before jumping off and ending this video, so if you enjoyed, give it a like, think about subscribing, and have a good day.